Before I can make a video for you today, I gotta clean this. So I thought I'd bring you along. Maybe we could just shoot the shite about crafts a little bit while stay clean. Hey, it's Care. Welcome to my take at the lake and my messy, as almost always, desk. Since this is all crafty stuff, I thought, and we can just hang out. It's Saturday, it's too cold to breathe, so you've got 10 layers on and some extra warm socks and cozied up in my craft room. I'm even going to open up the heater vent because it's cold in here today. Anyway, lots of stuff on my desk here to share with you, and one of the biggest things I want to share with you that I have appreciated other crafters doing lately is this is ongoing. Every time I clean, I do a project, I gotta clean again. It never ends, and I always think that, well, this time I've got a system and it's gonna be great. It is getting better and better and better, I will say that for sure. However, crafting is messy business unless you're one of the 5 people in the world who can craft neatly. Cleaning is just part of our thing. And I'm sure you have found, if you're a newbie junk journaler or even seasoned junk journal, you will remember noticing that every single thing you come across runs through the junk journal filter now. Can I use that? What can I use that for? Oh, that's cool. What can I make out of that? Right? This has been hanging on my mirror for, I think, 11 years. It is just a piece of lace that I glued extra sequins on. And it's already perfectly coffee dyed. I believe it came that color. I did not dye it. But it's just been hanging there on my mirror for years and years and years. To what end? Gathering dust. So I beat the dust off of it today, and I am doing a project. Surprise, surprise, that this is gonna be pretty helpful for. So who's surprised about that? That is one of the videos I hope to make for you today. So we'll come back to that. I don't think I shared this. I just did this one night late whilst doing nothing else. I believe I watched a video from Meg Journals. I'll see if I can find it and link it for you below. But it's just an accordion book. They were very big late fall, early fall, late fall. This fall they were huge. Everyone and their brother was doing accordion books. And I just had a lot of fun. And so and it's just scraps, stuff that I had lying around, glued together. My new favorite napkins. And it's not very big, and I haven't done anything with it yet except make it. A little bit of washi tape, some stamping, some stenciling, some napkins, some flip outs, some music, book pages, pieces of paper bag, you know, because I'm into craft. Holy smokes. Even some craft measuring tape. Washi. Cute. Anyway, so then when you get to the end of the book, you get to flip it over. I mean, you don't have to flip it over. You just start again and you go the other way. Some pages from those old encyclopedias that I got. Some dictionary. Some avocado dyes. Some textbook. More washi. I mean, anything goes. Paper bag. Teeny little. This is I thought it was homemade washi, but it's not. It's just a tiny torn piece of dictionary. that tape, if you take Scotch Magic tape and put it in a paperback book of any kind and just push it down really good, burnish it a little bit, and then tear it off. Homemade washi. I'm pretty sure I did a video on this, but I'll show you. Well, I'll have to show you from scratch because it appears that I have used all of the tape that I already made. So you just take any old paperback. I think the cheaper, the better would work for this. And you take magic tape, the kind that's not super shiny. You want kind of the matte look. I don't know, maybe it'll work with the other. I don't happen to have any of that, and I like the matte finish to it. Anyway, just take your tape and put it over some text and give it a good burnish and peel it off, and you end up with some pretty funky tape. And I had a couple of the rolls that you stick in regular desk dispensers, the bigger rolls, and I just kept doing it over and over and over again to different pages and different books. This is a good mindless, I'm too tired to do anything but I want to craft project, because then you have something to play with later. And for me, the messier the better. When I get spots like that that don't have a lot of space, I'll just try it again. What could it hurt? Not much came up that time either, but anyway, you get the idea. Super, super easy. Love that idea. I'm not exactly sure where I got it. I know it was a video I watched. I will try to find that and link that below too. Because I'm all about, you know, credit where credit is due. Most of these ideas are not mine, but I'm bringing them to you because we can't all possibly watch all the videos and see everybody we want to see and share all the ideas that everybody has. So, you know, the more the merrier. That's why we put these ideas out there, to share. I think it's always awesome to give credit where credit is due, because, I don't know, golden rule. It's just the right thing to do. Anyway, back to this. That's what I thought this was that tape. It is not. It's just a torn piece. It all works equally well. This is the second set of pages in that one accordion book. And all it is one giant piece of paper, glued and folded in such a way that it makes this fine little book to now decorate and have and to hold and play with. And this one is being obnoxious. That one fits in there, but so fun. I just thought it was so much fun. Try it. This is a good easy in. Don't know where to start? Just start gluing things together. One way is to glue it and fold it as you go. Another way is just to glue a whole bunch of them together and then accordion fold it when it's done. Some people find the glue and fold as you go a little confusing. And again, all it is just one big piece of paper made by gluing others together. Best idea not to fold right on the place where it's connected, because that's going to be a weak spot. So make your pages, when you glue them together, a little bit bigger than the finished size of the book, and that way when you start folding, you can avoid all those weak spots and just fold it where it's solid to make your pages a little bit stronger. Super, super fun. Once I had it all glued together, it's kind of like that mini collage roll that I just did with my Christmas scraps. Same concept, only that was only a few inches wide, where this is the height of a journal. It's the same exact concept. Super, super fun. Love this little book. Again, not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I have it and it's mine now to have and to hold and to love. This idea I got from Relax Cut Glue. And I love this little guy. It's nice and chunky. I don't have anything in it, so it's going to get fatter, of course, as I put stuff in it. Because this is the empty, this is it empty, and it's nice and sturdy. It's a nice soft cover. This is all just craft colored, natural or coffee dyed. I haven't done anything to it yet, except make it and do background pages, and I just love it. Napkins, a lot of napkins went into this, these natural color napkins. Got them from restaurants and takeout stuff. But they give such a, I wish you could feel it. It gives such a nice feel to these pages. Anyway, super, super easy to make. It's made from a magazine about this size. You measure your magazine. You take your ruler and your nice sharp box cutter, right? And you just start cutting over and over and over and over until you get through all the pages. And then you end up with half a book. Then you take one half of the book and you open the page and you fold it in, and you open the next page and you fold it in on itself. I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, but years ago, my grandma and my aunt and I would make Christmas trees out of Reader's Digest, 2 Reader's Digest magazines. You fold the paper on an angle instead of in half like this. You'd fold it down like this every single page, and then you glue the spines together and you end up with this Christmas tree looking thing, and then you spray paint them or paint them green however you can and decorate them. They were so cute. But this really reminded me of that. Same kind of thing. I did this when my little man was sick, and it's again a very good mindless, keep your hands busy so you don't lose your mind kind of a craft. When you don't have brain capacity to make design decisions and coordinate colors and pick out things like that, when you just need something to do with your hands, this kind of project and this kind of project, can't beat it. Very therapeutic. Anyway, so again, you have your half a book and you open it up and you just start folding in all the pages, and you can glue them as you go if you like. It does help keep them nice and clean and smooth. I just use a little bit of glue stick all the way around, because when you put your background papers on, this is one whole piece of napkin, and so it's sealing in those 2 pages that are folded. It seals it in, so you don't have to glue it, but I think that's why this is nice and flat. Because I did take a few seconds and put just a little bit of glue stick around the edge before I made it right. Does that make sense? So just a tiny bit of glue around so that. And then when you take a piece of napkin or scrap paper or whatever and glue that on there to make your background, you're sealing it in, so it's not like it has to be perfect or wonderful. It just isn't one little, it's like, I don't know, basting before you sew, right? It just helps keep things neat and tidy, which I like, neat and tidy. Seems to me that about midway in the book, so the first half of the book I folded in on itself this way, and about midway through I started folding it from the back into the center. That just made sense to me. I don't know if it makes a difference to do it that way, but that's how I did it. And then same thing with your cover, you just fold that in, and now you have a nice little blank something or other to cover. And this is just a piece of scrapbook paper. I did take my sanding block or my heavy duty nail file and rough those edges up, just to give it more of that soft, leathery, buttery feel. All the edges are different in here too. I shouldn't say all of them, but some I left the napkin edge. Some I left the fringe edge from a spiral book. Some just torn edges I added because I wanted extra edging, but so all the edges are a little bit different, and now I can just fill it, decorate it, and enjoy it. The other day on Sunday, I don't know if you caught it or not, but I was doing magazine harvesting because that's a Sunday favorite. And I did end up finding, I was looking only for purple food. And I found quite a bit of purple food. Purple food. It helps saffron, purple food. Wasabi root has purple roots or stems or something on them. I had no idea. Purple onion and shish kebab. Oh, look at there. Blueberry ice cream. Anyway, I did purple red cabbage. Counts as purple in my book. Caramelized cabbage and onion soup. Oh yeah. That sounds good on a cold winter's day. Got a couple doubles, that's all right. Raisin Bran comes in a purple box. I don't know. Do raisins count as purple? I'm not sure. Grapes are purple, and raisins come from grapes, so they must be purple, right? Grapes are purple. So I did find purple fruit. These are all for a glue book. I wanted to do a purple food few pages in my glue book. So I did find some success in my hunt for purple food. I found this would be a nice little glue book. It's a fun little size. This too would make a good one of these. You know, just cut it in half and fold away. It would make a good glue book. Of course, there's lots of fun things if you're doing a toy journal or a baby journal or I don't know, there's all kinds of fussy cutting that could be taken out of here. So that's something fun that needs to get off my desk. Oh look, high art. Does Picasso live here? I'll show you what this is. There's more on this in an upcoming video, but I tore apart a couple of these, and when I found the spongy part of it, I just started doodling with it just to see what it would do. That's how that came to be. Nice vibrant colors, but they did good background. You know, nothing goes to waste. I have pink baby books I'm working on. I've got a cat hand color project I want to do this year. So pink will probably come up. Good for collage, good for the glue book. I'm doing a rainbow in my big glue book. I'm doing a series of colors, so pink would go in there. So nothing ever goes to waste, for reals. More on this upcoming. Remember, I got that whole big bag. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. So I was happy to see recently Natasha at Treasure Books. She's always very innovative. I love that about her channel, and that she rarely follows the flock. Oh, an accordion book, and then you see 8,000 accordion book journals. She doesn't really follow the herd, which is awesome. One of her recent videos, she uses empty pen cartridges to bind books. She uses them on the spine. Oh, look. Ooh, if I wanted to put a couple of these together, that's the perfect size. Just string them. I haven't watched the video yet, I'll be honest. I just was jazzed by the thumbnail and the idea. But it seems to me if I just took some of my waxed embroidery floss and wound it through the center of this and down through here 2 or 3 times and did 2 or 3 together, I could make quite the little book. Anyway, I've been collecting these. I write a lot, and I do a lot of it by hand at first. Most of my first drafts, at least my notes and my outlines are by hand, and these are my favorites. Anyway, Papermate Ink Joy, the retractable, and it's a 0.7 size, and I don't know, whenever they go away, I can't bear to get rid of them, and I've been a watercolorist for maybe, oh gosh, since I can remember. But for the past, I don't know, 25 years or so, whenever I use up a tube of watercolor, I squeeze it really, really, really tight and get as much out as I can. And when I can't squeeze out anymore, I get the squeezer out and I wind it again. And I milk it for everything it's worth. And when that's all done, I cut it open and I scrape it out. I mean, I get my use. Because quality watercolor is not cheap. So anyway, once that is all done, and I cannot get one more scrape of paint out of a tube, well, I have to throw it away. But I keep the little caps, and they are downstairs. And it is too cold. I am not going in the basement, not even for you. But I've been keeping the caps. It's usually a white cap, and it's got a bright dollop of color in the top inside of it. And for some reason, that fascinates me. And I've kept them over the years, and I put them in a little mason jar just because it tells me that I'm painting, and watching them collect over the years has been really cool. So I started doing the same thing with these pens. I wish I'd have thought of it when I first started using these pens a couple years ago, because I'd have more to my collection, but I didn't. So these are inside parts that goes in another jar, because those would be fun beads, I think. If you have this one, looks stupid, it looks like garbage, why hang on to it? But if I had 10 of these all strung together in different lengths, it would make a really cool tassel on the spine of a book. Anytime you have a lot of anything, they end up looking really cool. So imagine this jar all full up with a rainbow, mostly black, but a rainbow of these pen parts. And now Natasha has given me, and doing writers themed projects, having a pen spine would just be the cherry on top, wouldn't it? It would just be so cool. So cool. So thank you, Natasha, for that idea, and a good reason to continue keeping these things I can't part with. Anyway, that's it for my cleaning off of the desk and my chit chat for you for today. Anyway, I'm gonna get my project out and hit record again, and I'll see you back here in a little while. Might take at the lake. Out for now.